Yeah, I co-founded the Rainbow Chard Alliance in '08, I guess it was, and we started organizing around the Eco Farm Conference, which is the international conference for organic and sustainable farmers and gardeners. And we wanted to create a space, not just at the conference, but larger, for queer farmers, LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and otherwise.
Is it growing as the years go?
Yeah, actually it is. We are definitely I'm organizing activities. I just finished an activity in February. We did a Valentine's, we called it Eco Homo Valentine's, and we did a work day at the Botanical Garden and got several city agencies to partner with us, which was really exciting, and had a big work day and fixed up a natives area near the children's garden where I worked and removed a lot of invasive weeds, and then we rented the county fair building afterwards and had a big party with the DJ, so it was really fun.
That's awesome. Was that the biggest event that you guys have held so far?
No, probably the biggest was our first or second year at Eco Farm, which was about 100, and this one was about 50.
So how many people are actually part of the core group of the Alliance?
Well, there's like 3 or 4 of us on the core group who organize around the Bay Area, but I know that you guys are doing stuff up in the Great North, in Canada, and definitely there's New Yorkers, queer New York, Rainbow Chardies, but they haven't organized their own events out there quite yet. We hope that will happen sometime soon. But that's kind of the point of Rainbow Chard Alliance, is that we're an alliance of queer farmers and gardeners, and anyone who has the interest in organizing a queer garden event definitely has our support and should use our Google groups and our Yahoo group and our Facebook page as kind of a catapult to create community and build the network of LGBT gardeners.
Did you want to give the addresses to those, just so folks know?
Yeah. On Facebook, it's the Rainbow Chard Alliance at Facebook, so anyone who wants to become friends should join the Friends group. And the same goes for the Yahoo group. You have to be invited to the Yahoo group, but it's also Rainbow Chard Alliance at Yahoo.
Great. What got you into this at first when you guys first started it up?
Oh, I've always been really interested in food and farming and sustainable farming especially. I went to UC Santa Cruz for undergrad and actually went back to the Center for Agroecology and Sustainable Food Systems. That's also on campus at UCSC. And, I'm always looking for ways to create kind of connections between movements, and the LGBT movement we love and is growing stronger and stronger, and in many ways is becoming less and less liberal, I guess, and becoming more neoliberal. So this was a kind of a way to build environmentalism within the queer movement, and I hope that it continues on and grows in different ways. It's going to grow organically, and wherever people have interest to do a certain activity, that's where Rainbow Chard Alliance grows. Just like in the plant world, where the sun and the water is, that's where the roots and the shoots go. So that's exactly what happens with us too.
And I guess we should mention that it's organic farming.
Yeah, definitely. It's an organic, sustainable farmer and gardener group, and we haven't had queer Monsanto employees get interested yet, but should the Cargill gays or the Monsanto queers be interested, then they should get a hold of us and we can talk politics. If there actually are any Cargill gays out there, then I would definitely be interested to hear what their perspective is working in a corporate agro, business kind of a situation. It can't be good. I can't imagine that there's many out gay people in Monsanto or Cargill, for that matter. If there are, then I'd love to have a conversation, or even maybe have a chat on the radio with them and talk about environmental and queer issues in agribusiness. Yeah, we're open to the dialogue. We want to change hearts and minds towards the more sustainable lifestyle. Yeah.
I guess you kind of touched on this before, but why do you think that specifically the intersection of queerness and organic farming is important?
Well, it's really interesting. I'm actually working as a gardener and a garden educator in the Bay Area. I really noticed how many LGBT people are absolutely fascinated and enthralled and involved in gardening and working with plants. And I don't think it's any surprise that we are. I think that the queer community are natural nurturers, and we, growing up in the society that we do, are oppressed in this society. And I think we're looking for ways to steward life. And one of the ways that we do this is through environmentalism and through the working with plants. And it fascinates me how many LGBT people are totally into gardening. And it really is a very big phenomenon. And of course, the heteros are involved too. Not to exclude our dear heterosexual friends who are some amazing horticulturalists. And it is fascinating how many queer people are interested in gardening. It really is an easy cultural experience for us.
Are you guys in touch with other groups? The Radical Fairies are a similar, often back to the land movement.
Right.
Are there cross sections of that going on in San Francisco at all, or?
Not enough. I think that that's definitely something fairies come to our events, for sure, and I actually spoke at a fairy event over Pride. Our next event in San Francisco, we hope to partner with, we're planning to partner with a farm called Alamany Farm, and that is both volunteer groups and community members from Low Income Housing Authority, federally supported housing complex. So we definitely do partner with different agencies. Our last partners in San Francisco included the San Francisco Department of Public Works, San Francisco Recreation and Parks Department, the Department of the Environment, and the Parks Trust. So it was really cool to have that institutional support, and I think that, working with the fairies it's great because actually Eco Homo was a fairy, one of the radical fairies came up with that name, and so yeah, there's definitely room for more partnership in the future too. And remember, Rainbow Chard Alliance is an alliance. Whoever comes up with an idea of something to do, whether they're a fairy or whether they're involved in their own nonprofit or a government official, queer, gardener, then they could definitely be involved and use the network as a way to spark growth. We're the compost to the movement, if you will. I would just like to give a big holler out to all of our radical queer farmers and gardeners in Canada, especially in BC or wherever anyone's listening to this radio broadcast, and thank everyone for doing the great work that they're already doing, and invite the folks who haven't heard about Rainbow Chard Alliance before to check us out on Facebook and group and join in the movement towards creating a more sustainable North America and world as a whole.
Thanks, Markos. Thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, thank you too.